And here's the webcam audience.
There's two of them. Alright, so hi, my name is Chris Novak, and tonight I will be talking about the differences between online college and traditional colleges. I'll be talking about the due dates and the deadlines and expectations of online school, and I'll also be talking about being able to reach a busy professor. So demanding due dates, not a lot of people really consider, the details of due dates when it comes to taking online classes. They're different than traditional classes, especially the times, because most online classes are due before the weekend or before midnight on Sunday, and so knowing your due dates is really beneficial for you, and so it takes a little bit of time to adjust to that, to knowing the due dates of taking online classes. The inconvenience of deadlines is kind of the same thing, but deadlines, you definitely have to know when everything is due, because if you fall behind with online classes, it will pretty much be like a snowball effect, and it'll just be that much harder to catch up. Okay, my reference number one, according to Columbia University's Community College Research Center, there is approximately 1/3 of students right now taking online classes, which is roughly 7 million people. And when you think of that number, a lot of people are actually failing the classes. They're failing school because they are taking online classes, and it just gets too hard for them. And you've got to be diligent in your work, in your studies. It's not for everybody. And that was American Psychology Association, December 18th, 2008. Now, the workload involved can also be quite rigorous, and you have to be on top of things when doing the workload, because you can have more reading, more writing, more homework in general, and if you're not constantly keeping up, then you can fall behind. And a lot of people, when transferring, from traditional classes, or if you're coming into online classes for the first time, whether you're a parent and you haven't been to school in 15 years, they can be quite challenging with the amount of homework. So you've got to be very, very diligent in that also. Now, reference number 3, according to the New York Times editorial, "The Trouble with Online College," they did a 5-year study. It was issued in 2011. They recorded 51,000 students, both online and traditional. And basically it's known that those that take higher proportion of online classes, end up failing and not attaining their degree and moving on to the universities. Before we move on, let me show you the visual aids here. Okay, so this is the graph of 1/3 of the students, 7 million. Pass that around.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, so you can show it.
How do I do this?
That's good. Okay, cool.
There it is.
Awesome.
Okay, now we can go on to the next detail here, the next high point, which I actually saved for last, because to me this is this is one of the most important points, and that's being able to reach a teacher that's busy. The inconvenience of it. There's a few things that can factor in with that, and that is not having questions answered, feeling incompetent and not confident before a test, and just feeling lost because you don't have those questions answered with a teacher. So, in conclusion, we talked about the due dates, the deadlines and expectations. We talked about being able to reach a teacher online, the inconveniences of it, and but I definitely urge you guys to go out and check the research yourself, and just basically find online classes if it's good enough for you or not. And that concludes my speech. Thank you so much.